Ikorodu streets turned into corridors of advocacy as the Gnosis Help Initiative led a sweeping awareness rally against domestic violence and child sexual abuse under the banner Ikorodu Edide, Ikorodu Stand Up. The campaign moved from the Ikorodu Garage roundabout through the Magistrate Court axis, past the palace of Kabiru Adewale Shotobi Adego Rushen V, a young bure of Ikorodu Kingdom.
Say no to domestic violence and abuse. No to killing of our
and across key commercial hubs, including a Greek bus stop, the Ikorodu West LCDA gate.
Any local government area in Lagos State.
Ikorodu láti rí àwọn ọmọ obìnrin kéékèèké tí wọ́n ń fi tipátipá lu àbásùn tó pọ̀ jù sí nípínlẹ̀ Èkó.
We are here today to tell you no more to domestic violence and abuse.
A wá lónìí láti sọ fún wa wípé ó tó gẹ́ o sí jàgídíjàgan nínú ilé.
No to the killing of our wives and husbands in Ikorodu.
Ó mọ̀ sí pé à ń pa ìyàwó tàbí à ń pa àwọn ọmọ wa ní Ikorodu.
No to the raping of our children and their family members in Ikorodu.
If you do something, say something, don't die in silence.
Ikorodu is number one in Lagos State for men raping children. No to the killing of our wives and husbands in Ikorodu.
Ó mọ̀ sí pé à ń pa ìyàwó tàbí à ń pa àwọn ọmọ wa ní Ikorodu.
No to the raping of our children and their family members in Ikorodu.
If you do something, say something, don't die in silence.
Ikorodu is number one in Lagos State for men raping children.
And the Odogunyo area.
Of women killed by their husbands. In Lagos State. Ikorodu has the highest rate of child rape. In Lagos State.
You neighbors, friends, brothers and sisters, neighbors that knows about this crime and you cover them. You are an accomplice. You will be arrested and charged to court along with the offender.
Ikorodu has the highest rate of domestic violence. If you have been beaten as wives,
Designed to cut through centers of commerce, justice, and traditional authority, the rally delivered a pointed message that abuse is not a private family matter, but a community crisis requiring collective responsibility. Barrister Olumide Kayode Omoshebi, founder of the Gnosis Help Initiative, said the organization was created to support victims through structured intervention and advocacy, noting that rising cases in Ikorodu demand urgent action. He warned that when offenders face no consequences, violence festers and can escalate into femicide, while children raised in abusive homes risk carrying trauma into the next generation. He identified traditional and religious pressures, fear of police bias, and a culture of silence as barriers to reporting, stressing that the campaign seeks to ensure victims access counseling, rescue services, and legal remedies.
The major issue is the lack of consequence to crime. When it happens, people get away with it. That is why you have femicides, which is the killing of women because of the agenda, going without repercussion. And children that are raised in abusive homes become abusive adults. Secondly, the issue of tradition. They try to settle it as a family matter, don't take it out. And then you have the issue of religion, where people say, oh, God hates divorce, and victims are told to go back into the abuser's home. So that has been the major driver. And then people are very skeptic of policemen, police officers reporting. They will say, I don't want police cases. So we are here to let them know that we are burying our daughters, we are burying our mothers, we are burying our fathers. And child sexual abuse is on an all-time high in Ikorodu, where children are raped at ages. In fact, we have 9-year-olds that are already pregnant, to an uncle, to a family member, to somebody who knows somebody. So what we are trying to do is to bring awareness, sensitize the public that this is not acceptable. And the police are also joining us here, the gender unit and the family support unit, to tell people, listen, come and make this report. You have to be rescued from an abusive home.
Maureen Bolowotan, chairperson of the FIDA Ikorodu branch, described the area as highly prone to abuse cases and said interagency collaboration expands coverage and grassroots access to justice.
I'm so excited today because this is coming to my jurisdiction. So Ikorodu Every Day is a program targeted to domestic violence, speaking out, for our community. FIDA is trying to collaborate with Gnosis organization, to reach out to Ikorodu community, because in Ikorodu community here is a very porous area. There's a searchlight in this area for all forms of domestic violence, and it's a very good one that Gnosis is coming down to Ikorodu to collaborate with us to do this, to go out there to tell our people and to educate them, to sensitize them about their rights and abuse.
Traditional leaders Bale Olukade Olomu of Ojogbe and Bale Adeyemi Banjoko of Igbodu emphasized that domestic violence fuels communal instability and must be addressed early.
This is part of our jobs. No community will have peace if you continue to have violence, particularly domestic violence. There will be no peace. And the problem starts from this family violence. It breeds thugs. By the time you start beating your wife, your child, your children, they are looking at you and they are saying, oh, this could be right. By the time you beat the mother, he or she goes out to attack other people. So we are trying here with what you are doing, you are trying to nip it in the bud.
Oluwakemi Bello of the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency outlined the agency's provision of medical, legal, and psychological support, strengthened through NGO partnerships.
We've been partnering with different NGOs, and we've been to Ikorodu, the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. We are saddled with the responsibility of fighting against SGBV, sexual and gender-based violence. We've been here before, and then we are partnering with GVN, in order to telling people that they should speak up when they are going through the menace. We all know that domestic violence, SGBV, has become pandemic and is affecting everyone. And that is why we are partnering with every NGOs to let's speak with people, to encourage people to speak up when they see people going through this menace, or if they are going through this menace themselves, and then we will listen to them. We will not, we won't blame them, we will support them. We have several supports to be dishing out or to be giving out. So we have psychosocial support, legal, we have medical, and what have you.
Olajide Abiodun, Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Ikorodu branch, highlighted its long-standing legal clinic, sensitization programs, and monitoring of police stations to protect minors.
Has always been, I would say, a habit of the branch. All through for the past 11 years, we have, in fact, I would say we are one of the only branches in all the old states in Nigeria that has a committee on domestic violence, child rights, and persons living with disabilities. We hold meetings with respect to these committees every Tuesdays within the High Court premises, attending to children that have been manhandled by their parents, and also children that are very, very open to human trafficking. So we ensure that they have adequate representation within the branch, adequate facilities to access justice within the courts.
Representatives of the Nigeria Police Force, including the Family Support Unit of the Owutu Division, reaffirmed their commitment to prompt response in prosecution, urging residents to report cases without fear. Across the division, the refrain Ikorodu Edide echoed is both slogan and civic call that accountability is collective and silence is no longer an option.